Hi, it's Callum here. In this video we're just going to go through some of the options you've got when you're viewing articles in FeedMe. So just have a quick look here at the XDA feed. That's a pretty good example of just your standard viewing. When you first open the article page, there's a little tip here. It's just basically about full screen mode, so if you just tap anywhere that'll disappear. It won't bother you again. Now, basically what's in that tip is if you want a bit more room for viewing your articles, you can just swipe the header up and then you'll enter full screen viewing mode. If you swipe it back down again, then you can just have a look at the title. You can swipe it back away again, or it'll just disappear after a few seconds. If you want to exit full screen mode, then you just pull it down and just tap the header and you're out of full screen mode. You can also double tap on the header, and the feed title and the author will disappear, so you've just got a little bit more room there as well. That might be enough for you if you just want a bit more space. Other than that, we've got here the text view, so that's just basically all the actual articles being converted to text, and one image has been pulled out of the article, the first image, and it's showing up there. And you can zoom that image by double tapping. There's just 3 different view modes there that get cycled through. Now if we look down here in the app bar, there's an option down here, show as HTML, and that will just show the actual article, how it's as it's embedded in the feed, just in the internal browser there. So with all your links and everything in there, and that one image at the top there, and you've got pinch to zoom there like you do in a browser. Okay, so I'll go back to text view. I prefer that, it's a bit easier to read. Okay, a few other options in here. You've got your open link option, which basically opens the linked article in the internal browser. If you've got a low memory phone, so if you only got 256 meg of RAM in your phone, this will open Internet Explorer, because this internal browser does chew through a bit too much memory. Okay, here down in the bottom you've got a mobile view to switch to Instapaper Mobilizer, or you can open it in Internet Explorer, and here you can see there's a button there saying no videos. If videos are found, which there were in that one, look at that, you can play the video, or if there's multiple videos found, or just YouTube videos, then you'll get a list if you hit that, and then it will then you can choose the video out of the list of videos found in the article. Okay, so we'll head back to the article view there. Next button in the app bar is a share button. Got Twitter, Facebook, also a Facebook list there, so you can just share it to certain lists, so to a certain list in Facebook, to certain people. Email and SMS there as well. Okay, so if we go back out of there, you've got the arrows here, left and right. You need them if you're in the HTML view. If you're in a text view, you can just swipe. But like I said, if you're using the HTML view, you'll have to use those arrows down the bottom there. Okay, got here mark as unread, mark as read, depending on the state of the article. Instapaper and Pocket. I haven't set up any account here, so I have to choose. First up, if I choose Instapaper and set up my Instapaper account, then that will just say save to Instapaper here. So once you've set that up, basically choose either Instapaper or Pocket, and that will be used from then on. Open an Internet Explorer isn't there on low memory devices. Like I said, that open link button will open Internet Explorer on low memory devices. Otherwise you've got the option here of opening in the internal browser or in Internet Explorer. Okay. Little favourite star up there, so you can just mark that as a favourite, or tap it again and remove it. And that's about it for the article view. Okay, we're just going to take a look at the view modes that we've got for feeds here now. Basically gives you the option to change the way that you view articles in that feed. So if I open up BBC News feed and just take a look at one of the articles in here, and you can see there's just basically a picture and a little bit of text there, not the full article, just sort of basically something to get you interested. So if I go back out and I want to have the whole article available in FeedMe, then there's an option for that here, show mobile content for the view mode. basically means that when I update the feed for each of the articles, the mobile content will get pulled down using Instapaper Mobilizer and will get saved into the cache, so you've got it for online, offline viewing as well. The articles that have already been saved in FeedMe, so the articles that we were just looking at then, they won't get updated when I save this, but the first time I open them up, if I open that one up, you can see it just gets updated when I open the feed, the article. So if I go to the next article, you can see they're just getting updated as we go through. So I'll just switch back to text mode there. You can see sometimes a little bit much space in the BBC feed and the HTML there, but you've basically got the entire article there to read. So that's one option you've got for feeds if they don't include much content in the actual feed. So if you've just got a little bit, just an excerpt of the article there, but you want the whole thing, you can use that option. Another option you've got, if you don't want to download everything, you can, I'll show you with the XDA, you can choose to open the link in the internal browser or open the link in Internet Explorer. Now if you've got a low memory device, again you'll only get the section option there, you won't get the option to open in the internal browser. I'll use that here and save that, and now if I open an article in XDA, you can see that it goes straight to the internal browser and opens the article online, so there you've got the linked article there straight away. Has the advantage that it doesn't take as long when you're updating because it's not pulling down as much content, but you can't use it offline, so if you're planning on reading some of the articles later when you won't have a connection, that's not really the option for you. Okay, the last view mode option we've got is the comic strip view. I've got the Dilbert feed here set up so we can see how that works. Now if I don't do anything, if I just use the standard view for this feed, then you'll see there's the comic. I've got to double tap that to get it fully zoomed. Have to go into full screen mode and then turn it into landscape, and then I can read the comic. Don't really want to have to do that every time, so I added an option there, the comic strip view mode. So if I set that and then press save, now regardless of how it's set up, whether I'm in full screen mode before or not, so if I go into a different article, just go into here, one of the, no, because I set them to open link, I'll go into one of the BBC ones. I'm going here and make sure, see we've got full screen mode, or just exit full screen mode, so we're in normal viewing mode there. I can go back out and go back into our comic strip view now, and you see when I open up one of the comic strips, automatically you'll have full screen mode, the title's gone there, and the picture is zoomed right to full screen view. So you just really need to turn it to landscape view, and then you can view your comics. So if I'm already in landscape view, I just open up any of these and they're basically all set to view. Now you can swipe that header up if it's in the way, so if I go to the next one, swipe to the next comic, I can just swipe it out of the way if I want to read a bit quicker, otherwise it'll disappear, like I said, in a couple of seconds. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the viewing options that we've got in FeedMe. If there's anything missing that you really feel you need, just get in touch. User voice, email, Twitter, however you want. Just get a message to me and I'll see what I can do. Okay, thanks for watching. See ya.